What's up guys, it's Eli with Shine Division Detailing. If you're seeing this video, chances are you had me apply a ceramic coating to your paint. Upon completion of this service, I likely gave you a flyer and a pamphlet of some info, general to-dos, what not to-dos, and things to avoid with your ceramic coated surface. In this video, I'm going to discuss some packages that I offer to maintain that ceramic coating, typically in 6 to 12 month intervals, how you may benefit from that service, break it down into what's included, and we're going to get right into it. All right, so what is a ceramic coating maintenance service? I have saved your weekly wash routine, hand washing it with mitts, for another video. This is going to focus on your yearly routine. Some of you guys geek out in the driveway every weekend with your 3 buckets and your hand washing, and those cars are gonna stay absolutely flawless. Ceramic coatings will provide years of protection, but many of you have invested in a ceramic coating for your daily drivers. They get daily abuse. Maybe you're not washing it every week. You're washing it as you can get to it. Over time, your surface may get contaminated, meaning that's just dirt buildup that gets embedded into the surface, and after each wash is not going to come off. So you can imagine over the span of 6 to 12 months, some little impurities and contaminants can form over the surface, which can lead to your surface feeling rough. Contamination buildup is completely normal for any vehicle, coated or uncoated, and that ceramic coating is acting as a shield to those elements. However, over time, you may find if you don't do the proper maintenance services for your coating, you may find that the ceramic coating will lose its hydrophobic properties. It's not gonna bead or sheet water. It's gonna start getting dirtier faster. So what you'll wanna do is bring it in for a decontamination service. I have a couple different packages for you depending on the condition of the coating at the time, but most popular is really just super basic and sticks to the essentials. Iron decontamination, a mild clay process, which is gonna get the coating healthy, back to beading very, very well, and overall we're gonna bring that shine back. So I only recommend this service as needed. I don't like to do unnecessary service to your ceramic coated surface because that coating is doing its job in protecting your paint from the UV elements, staining, contamination buildup. But as needed, which is typically in 6 to 12 month intervals for daily drivers. Again, if you have a garage queen, you may not need it for about 2 years at a time. But a couple things I'm gonna look for when you bring your cars in for service is first, I'm gonna do a full exterior wash of the vehicle. I'm gonna foam it down, get all the surface to grime off the paint, and I'm gonna move forward with an iron decontamination service. This is going to release the embedded iron fallout from the paint, which is clogging up the ceramic coating, which may be hindering your hydrophobic properties. From there, I'm going to go through with a mild clay process. This is going to remove the remaining impurities from the paint. Hopefully there's not too many. If you have an excess amount of contaminants on the surface, that's a good sign that the environment that it's being parked in, maybe it's some overspray around, or you're working near construction sites, or maybe you're just not washing your car enough. This is also a good time for me to recommend to you how to alter your maintenance service, so maybe you don't have to come see me as often, or you can just enjoy the ceramic coating hydrophobic properties and self-cleaning effect much longer. In addition to assessing the current condition of the ceramic coating itself, one other thing I'm going to be looking for is the condition of the paint. As you may find, you can impose swirls into a ceramic coated surface. If you had the vehicle corrected, maybe a black paint, you had corrected, polished, and ceramic coated, light swirls, light towel marks over time are inevitable unless you're doing things absolutely perfect. Light wash marks and towel marks can very easily be polished out through my option 3 relock service, which is essentially a reset on the ceramic coating. So if you have light swirls in the coating, perhaps 1 year, 2 years down the line, you may want to consider getting that mini recoat package done. This goes through with a ceramic infused polish that has advanced abrasives enough to break down the coating and remove those swirls, but in that polish is also SiO2 content, which is going to build up that layer of protection. And then additionally, for good measures, I'm going to apply a product called Relock, which is designed specifically to refresh the existing layer of ceramic coating, most likely Beadlock Pro. So if you have some swirls in your ceramic coated vehicle, Don't freak out. You don't have to do a full thorough paint correction like you did initially and a full recoat of ceramic coating. It's very likely if they're light swirls, they'll just be very quickly polished out with that ceramic coating maintenance service. Now, if you've run your car through automatic car washes and you have very heavy swirls, or you had a sloppy car detailer come out and wash your paint, which unfortunately I have seen with some customers, you may be a little out of luck. This is why I put together a very strict wash routine for you guys. I'm very diligent at providing you maintenance methods, routines, what to do and what not to do, so your paint can look like this for years to come. If you follow these recommendations, you will more than likely exceed the benchmark life expectancy of the ceramic coated vehicle. This is personally my vehicle, then I ceramic coated it over 3.5 years ago. And through these methods, I have learned the different packages that I now offer you guys, so I can offer it to you and provide you the same experience that I have had with ceramic coated vehicles. This vehicle has held up extremely well. I don't see any swirls in the paint. The coating stays very healthy and slick. It's perfect. There's really nothing really wrong with it at all. All right, enough about the paint. Another thing I'm gonna focus on is the overall appearance of the vehicle. Plastic trim, wheels, wheel wells, chassis. Whether or not you had me apply beadlock trim, an exterior plastics coating, or a wheel coating, it's important to keep these things conditioned, hydrated, and in good shape. There's nothing that dates a vehicle more than faded plastic trim. So as part of this service, I go through and condition all exterior trim, any satin finishes, wheels, wheel wells, and your chassis is gonna get dressed. Everything's gonna get brought back to that day one condition. If you did have wheel coating, beadlock trim applied to your exterior plastics, a good rule of thumb for the lifespan of that coating is approximately 1 year. Now, wheel coatings, they can vary significantly. If you have a German vehicle or just some performance car that emits a ton of brake dust and you leave that brake dust sitting on your wheel face for weeks or months at a time, that will significantly degrade the ceramic coating. You're gonna find right off the bat, it's not gonna be very easy to maintain. So that's one thing you wanna stay on top of. As long as you wash it frequently enough, that ceramic coating is gonna hold up extremely well. Same thing with plastic trim. Do not neglect your plastic trim. You'll want to, if you had beadlock trim applied to your plastics, you'll want to hydrate it every couple months or as needed. This is all just going to vary on how much time outside the vehicle is exposed to. The moral of the story is everything is going to need maintenance. How often your ceramic coated vehicle needs maintenance can significantly vary. I actually made another video touching on that point. So if you take very good care of your vehicle, you probably don't have to bring it in once a year. But just wanted to show you guys and demonstrate a couple things on how to keep your vehicle looking its best, your ceramic coating in perfect shape so it can surpass its life expectancy so you can enjoy a car, which this vehicle is now 4 years old and it looks better than all the ones on the dealership lot. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really do my best to try and provide you with all the info and education that I can so you can have a great experience with my services. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out, fill out a web form or whatever it is. If you have a specific question, you can feel free to text me. I put together a great Q&A on the website that you can take a look at that may answer some common questions that other people have as well.